Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make individual beef Wellington. Now, beef Wellington is probably the fanciest kind of dinner you can get, at a beautiful little bistro, but there is no reason you can't make it at home. You can make it at home, it's going to cost you so much less. It's super easy to do, and you can put whatever you want in it. I don't put pate in mine because I don't like pate, but if you like it, go ahead and put some in. But before we get started, let's go over the ingredients. You're going to need some pieces of filet mignon. You're going to need some cremini mushrooms that have been finely chopped, a couple tablespoons of either sherry or white wine or chicken stock if you don't like alcohol. You're going to need some fresh chopped parsley, some finely minced onion, a clove of garlic, some egg wash, which is just 1 egg beaten with a tablespoon of water, salt and pepper, olive oil, and you're also going to need some puff pastry, which is in the fridge because with puff pastry you want to wait till the last minute to bring it out. Good tip. So now the first thing you want to do is get your oven to 425 and get that completely ready and hot for you, because this is going to take about 15 minutes, then it's going to go into the oven. So I have about a tablespoon of olive oil right in the skillet over medium-high heat, and it's super important that you do this over high heat because we're trying to get good color. Now, like I said, traditional pate, traditional beef Wellington is actually a whole piece of beef tenderloin, and then it's wrapped in puff pastry with a fantastic mushroom duxelle, which is like a mushroom saute, and some liver pate. I don't groove on liver pate, but like I said, if you'd like it, put some in. I do this individually because it's going to be a wonderful date night dinner for my husband and I, and I'm hoping that you can make this for Valentine's Day for your husband or for your girlfriend or for whoever you want to invite over. So get that nice and hot. To that, we are going to add in the finely minced onion and the and the mushroom. I'm going to put them both in at the same time because they're chopped up so fine that they're going to be cooking together perfectly. And I'm not going to season them yet because I want to get those mushrooms like really dark in color, and if I put salt on them, it draws out liquid. If it draws out liquid, they don't color as well. So I'm going to let that cook for about 3 to 4 minutes over medium-high heat or until the mushrooms develop a really beautiful golden brown color. My mushrooms look great. They've developed great color. So now I'm going to just put in some garlic. You can finely mince it or you can grate it in. It does not matter as long as it's finely minced. So put some of that in and season it. Now you can season it with salt and pepper because it won't draw out that much liquid. And we're almost done cooking the mushrooms. Here we go. Give this a stir. Let it cook for another 30 seconds or so, or until the raw garlic smell has gone away. That looks phenomenal. So now I'm going to add in a little bit of sherry. Not a lot. It's only about 2 tablespoons. And some parsley. I'm cooking that for a minute until the alcohol is completely cooked out and the flavor is concentrated. That's absolutely perfect. Taking this off the heat and put it in this little bowl and let it cool for just a little while. Now, putting the same skillet back on. If there's a lot of liquid, just wipe it out. Mine's fine, leaving it like that. Now I'm going to put in a little drizzle of olive oil, less than a tablespoon. And I'm going to season up my beautiful pieces of filet with some salt and pepper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the seasoned side down so that I can season the second side. Look at those. Oh, they are just beautiful, aren't they? Look at the color of that. Perfect. Over high heat this time. We made the mushrooms over medium-high heat. You want to do this over high heat. And you're only going to cook these. These are about 4 ounces a piece. You're only going to cook them for 2 minutes on each side because these are going to continue to cook in the oven. And you're looking for like a medium rare texture or cooking well. Anyway, you don't want to cook these well done. That's all I'm saying, because with filet, the beautiful thing about them is the texture. It's buttery and it's delicious, and if you cook them more than like medium, and you go into well, they'll be so completely overcooked. It's a complete waste of time and money. So let these cook for 2 minutes on each side. While my steaks are just finishing up the second side, I'm taking a sheet of puff pastry, and I just buy this in my local supermarket, and you'll find it in the freezer section. But make sure you thaw it in the fridge so you can use it the day you want to make this. You can't use it if it's frozen. And all I'm doing is just rolling this out just an inch more on each side so that's a little bit bigger and easier to work with. That looks good. And you're going to cut this into quarters. So you're going to cut this whole sheet of puff pastry into 4 equal pieces. And now if you feel like, oh, my steak is just a little too big, just stretch it out a tiny bit. That's all. Leave those aside for now because I'm just going to need 2 pieces. I'm actually going to roll this out a tiny bit more with my rolling pin. There we go. You want the puff pastry not to be too thick either because it's going to puff up in the oven, that's for sure. So I'm going to work with one so you can kind of see what I'm doing. You're going to take some of your mushroom filling and you want to use this in the center. You don't want to go over the center, like on the edges, because you're going to need to fold it over. Then take your seared steak, set it right on top, just like that. And now this is the point, and if you want pate, you put it right here. But I don't, so I'm not going to put any. Take a little pastry brush and your egg wash, and then just brush the sides. And then you just simply fold this over. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just put a little egg wash right there, little egg wash right there, pinch the sides, egg wash on top. And like I said, you can just wiggle it around to fit. Don't you worry if it's not super duper perfect. You can always cut a piece from one and put it on the other. Now just roll it around, put it on the baking sheet that's been lined with parchment paper. Brush the top with some more egg wash just to give a nice color as it bakes. And then I just like to sprinkle with some salt and pepper on the top. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing to the other one. Pop it into the oven at 425 and I'm going to let this bake between 10 to 15 minutes until the puff pastry is puffed up in its beautiful golden brown color. My beef Wellington was in the oven for about 15 minutes at 425 and they're perfect. I let them cool for just a couple minutes so that I don't completely burn myself. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited for this. Look at that. I want to cut it right down the center so you can see. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is perfect. Look at that. Look at that meat. Perfectly cooked. It's not terribly pink, but it's not well done. My mouth is watering right now. Okay, give me just a few seconds here. That is unbelievably good. One of the best things you can probably make at home that you get at those fancy bistros that they charge you an arm and a leg for, but you can make it at home so much less expensive, so much better. You can put whatever you want in there. I'm going back in for more. Go to www.laurainthekitchen.com to get the recipe. Then make this for your lover on Valentine's Day and I guarantee you they're not going anywhere. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. My beef Wellington's baked for about, sorry, I don't know why I can't speak today. I guess it's because I'm so hungry. Go, go.